Hi, there's the hallway outside in the Communication Arts area of Egan Hall. We're going to go into that in just a few minutes. That's our multimedia lab. But I wanted to give you an update on what's happening with the high-def television equipment replacement here in the television control room and television studio, and the new editing system coming to the video editing lab, which is formerly called the Avid Lab. This is the TV control room. Probably won't be able to see some of the power strips and wood that's being added to mount monitors and various other things on there. You can see a diagram there of some of the brainstorming that Andy has been doing along with some of the lab assistants. And I've popped in a couple of times and offered my suggestions. Andy VanEur of our Public Relations Department, the editor, spearheading the new control room update to full high-definition television with 3-camera facility studio there. The studio before you go into the editing lab. So you see the editing lab is empty, and the studio itself not quite ready for prime-time video production. It becomes storage space for some of the old editing equipment that will be replaced. Some will be put back in place, and a few of the the basic components of the video editing system itself. But that's what our TV studio is looking like today, and today is August 10th, 2011. School starts in about 3 weeks or something like that. There will be some overlap during the final stages of installation. The installation team expected, I believe it's the 23rd of August, but meanwhile electrical preparations and other things are taking place. The Avid Lab, as we used to call it. Sorry for making you dizzy, I forgot that I should probably pan more slowly. The walls have been repainted temporarily. Some of the video control room racks are put in here. We'll go back out in the control room and just, when they're ready for them there, install equipment. New carpeting will be coming in to match the new carpeting of the control room, the television control room. That's the idea there. And, oh, there's a reflection of it. Yes, indeed. I still don't have a stable mount, as you can tell, for the iPad. This is just a continuing test on this same day. It was outside on Steubenville a little earlier. But this is our video editing lab. We will continue to have a few Avid editing stations here, but we're also taking a step of joining the rest of the production world in finding out what Apple's Final Cut Pro X editing software can do and can't do. It's a big change from the previous editions. So the Avid editing system, or the Apple editing system, new Pro Tools workstation and related things, we're still waiting for an installation date on that. My guess is it's probably going to be around the same time, late September. Depends on when video comes in and the configuration people figure out what Apple's doing, because they certainly made a lot of changes this summer. So that's what's happening on this side of the hall. Rooms G4 and G6, Egan Hall. Television studio, still storeroom, but in not too many weeks we will be full 3-camera high-definition studio facility, and we will have not one but 2 video editing systems, or workstations. Well, a total of 8 workstations for video, 1 Pro Tools workstation for audio, and additional workstation, Pro Tools workstation out here as part of the video system, along with an Avid system. I'll bet there's a place where we have the 3rd editing software as well. Yeah, magically I came out of the door there in the hallway here, down in the Communication Art end of Egan Hall, ground floor. Various tasks are taking place, cleaning the hall, getting things ready for classes, orientation, and things that will be starting soon. This is room G7. Classroom listed on here. That's our multimedia classroom, and this is where we have currently installed, probably what we'll be using in the early weeks of the semester. We have 15 workstations in this room with the Adobe Multimedia Production Suites, which include Adobe Premiere, which is Adobe's professional video editing product. And these are IBM-based PCs, actually Lenovo, and all of them, as I say, contain the Adobe Suite, which includes Premiere Pro, includes After Effects, and color printing in the lab, things in between now, academic computing, tweaking it, making sure everything's ready for when classes start. And back here is an alcove. It was created with built a wall or two in the faculty office a few years ago. In here are 4 Macintosh computers, 2 iMacs and 2 Mac G5s, but these go back to 2006, summer of 2006 we got these. So they are also going to be replaced as part of a new video editing system. So we will have 4 Apple computers with Final Cut Pro 10, the Final Cut Pro X, along with Motion and Compressor, I believe, are the other 2 that are up there now. And these will work on the network in conjunction with the video editing lab across the hall. So we have the 15 student workstations here with Premiere Pro. We'll have 4 Final Cut Pro X editing stations here on this side of the hall. And then across the hall in our video editing lab will be 4 Avid Media Composer editing suites and 4 Apple Final Cut Pro X editing suites. Not bad. As I say, we're ready to go with the Premiere right now, and we look forward to everything being installed by the time school starts, well, by the time a couple of weeks have passed. And that wraps up our status update on what's happening here in the Communication Arts Department. On the video side of things, sure looking forward to have everything installed and looking forward to having our students in the seats learning how to be communicators even more effectively here in the 21st century. That's it from the Communication Arts Department, Franciscan University of Steubenville. And this concludes our interior iPad